Welcome back to another episode of the Canon Black Lightning Recap. I'm your host, Terry. Today I'm doing episodes 4 and 5 because, life is busy and I'm falling behind, man. I'm slacking. What can I say? Even with a week off, I'm slacking. But I'm here finally, catching up, trying to do the review for the, 2 previous episodes. So episode 4, we, basically went to this kind of old trope of the young hothead superhero. And you know what, to be fair, Anissa was set up as a hothead even before her powers. So not too shocking there, but she's going too far. Anissa is, stealing money from bad people, but stealing money to help out, the church and the medical facility. But she's just kind of doing her own thing and not really listening to Jefferson's lead anymore, which eventually gets to him kicking her or telling her that if he lives in their house, they gotta go by their rules, which I had a problem with. I think it's very appropriate for the black culture, if you will, and it's not that that's not true, but in the first season, I could have sworn when we first met Anissa, she had her own place. She was not living with her parents. Eventually, I remember she came to live with them when she got her powers and stuff. But I always was thinking, like, why did she move back with them? Cause, like, sometimes she would stay there, but she still had her own place to go to. And I guess eventually she just moved back in. And so he threatened her, and I'm just like, that makes no sense because she already was living on her own. And so why would you threaten her with that? Cause obviously she don't have to stay under your roof. But anyway, small thing that kind of bothered me. So anyway, from that, you get the fallout with, Black Lightning and Thunder, but it doesn't last long. They eventually, come back together and figure that out. But larger than that, we have, again, I always forget her name, but the wife or the ex-wife of Jefferson Pierce, the doctor, she's trying to, fix these, pod babies or whatever. And she's with this, chemist who was in jail. And they keep popping in on them these few episodes, which is okay. We know they're the odd couple and they don't get along and eventually something's gonna happen. So I just, I roll with the punches with that. But then we got Khalil and, what is her name? Jessica? I'll be forgetting these people's name, but the youngest daughter. And it makes no sense. The man came into school killing people, killed her dad, and she's still talking to him because she's mad she's locked in the house when she knows she can't control her powers. It's just too teenage angst for me. Like, before it made sense, but now, like, even she would have to understand why they're doing what they're doing. But anyway, she's talking with Khalil kind of on the low, and it's weird, but that's what it is. Obviously setting up a way where Khalil is trying to be redeemed because, Tobias Wells not helping at all with that cause. He's treating him like crap. So we know Khalil eventually is going to do the right thing, but as of now, he's torn between being stuck in this world and then, also trying to still be the same guy with, the young one. And so Tobias ends up going to jail because, Jefferson wants to testify, even though he's got no real evidence, but he wants to testify, against Tobias for killing his father. And I really appreciated the detective, whoever really, or I think she might have been an attorney, but she was grilling Jefferson, basically showing like, you got no proof. It's about what you can prove. And if you go up there like this, he's going to walk. And I like that. I like that it wasn't cheesy or unrealistic. I like that they made it like, no, this is how it's going to go down. So, unless you got some more, this is what's going to happen. I appreciated that. Overall, yeah, this episode was, it was kind of cool. Nothing too major, I would say. Now, this recent episode 5, all starts off with Gamby, quote unquote, dying. And then that sets off the whole episode about how Jefferson and the family deals with that. I like this episode. I liked a lot about this episode. I like to see Jefferson kind of let his tie loose, figuratively, and, you know, kind of trying to cope. He's drinking at the bar, getting in the fight. Like, I like this stuff. I like the, family all showing their different emotion because they had a different attachment to him. But I don't think he's dead at all. I think the way they set it up in the beginning, like, pretty much tells you he's not dead. But it's like, it's Gamby. Nobody knows Gamby. And if they do know Gamby, Gamby know you. And he know what you about. They set him up to be too competent to die like that. Of course, they didn't show the body. Of course, the thing flipped over and blew. Like, he's alive. He's alive somewhere. So, and that's how Jefferson is. He's like, he's not dead. I'll believe it when I see it. There's no way they killed Gamby. So, I think it was just a way to show the family, different emotions, which was fine for an episode. As long as they don't drag it on, I think this was perfectly fine. It was nice to see everybody kind of emote, but hopefully they don't drag it on. Anissa and the love they gotta stop. It has nothing to do with the lesbian thing. Whatever. Fine. We watch some lesbian stuff. It's just so cringy. Like, everything she does with her love life is cringy, is random, it feels forced. Every girl she walked past just happens to be a lesbian. It's just, no. It's so glamorized by CW, and it does not fit. It does not fit in the show. It never fits in the show. Every single time from last season to this season, when they do some love life with Anissa, it feels like the show just halts. And it's like, what are we watching now? This is something totally different. I'm not down with that. Making it worse, the girl who I believe is a comic book character, and I don't know, maybe she is a something in there. But for the purposes of this show, we do not need this girl to be a meta-human, green light babe, any of that. Why do we have to have another one? It seems like we're having that same issue Flash did and Arrow. All the shows, it's just like as each season goes, they want to keep adding characters with power. And it's like, you don't need to do that. And so now we got this whole drama of, oh, she doesn't know I have powers. Oh, she doesn't know I have powers. I'm not looking forward to that. I just wish they would cut all the love relationship stuff out of this show except Jefferson Pierce and his wife. What else is going on? Tobias, again, treating Khalil like crap, but Tobias has put one of these politicians in his pocket as he continues to try to buy this medical facility. The one thing I thought was interesting is, and I might be wrong, but I feel like this was the first time we kind of heard about what might be in this briefcase that they keep talking about. And Tobias mentions that he has some dirt in there on this politician and all types of other good stuff. So at least we're starting to get an idea what's in there. The way Gamby talked about it made it seem like something's in there that's a lot bigger than just dirt. Cause he asked, the one black chick before she died, does, Tobias know how to use it? And so obviously there's something bigger in there, but also in there seems to be just kind of some dirty secrets and whatnot that he's going to use to make power moves. So there you go. Overall, yeah, I like this episode. I think it was well balanced between the family. Oh, and the mom with the other doctor, which was, I mean, it played out well, but it found out a way to save all the kids. Yes, let's do it. I just lied to you because that's what you needed to hear. Now half the kids are going to die. And it's like, aren't you competent enough to check what she showed you to see that it actually was going to work? I don't know. But anyway, so for episode 4, I gotta give it a solid 88. B plus, and then for episode 5 I get an 89 B plus. Black Lightning is pretty consistently strong from season 1 to now. Hopefully it continues on that way. Anyway, go to the comment section, let me know what you thought. Thumbs up, subscribe, share it around, get the convo started. And remember, if you heard it here, it's official canon.